Hey Aries, welcome back to Path of Enlightenment Tarot. Welcome back to those who are returning to the channel, and welcome to those who are new to the channel. I am Nicole, and it is lovely to have every single one of you. I had a moment of forgot what I was saying, so there's that, right? Aries, it has been a minute. Got your North and South Node video out. Did it for just 4 of the signs. This is going to be your August 2023 reading. Cross watchers, if that is you, please discern the messages accordingly. Remember, guys, roles can be reversed. Use common sense, discern the messages. Don't force anything to fit. And pardon me, but like a little bit of congestion going on. It is so humid today. So let's see what else. For those of you who have not subscribed to the channel yet, please do so. That really helps to circulate the videos. You're going to get notifications every time a new video is posted. Trying to get back into some kind of schedule, so I apologize for things being so sporadic the last few months. But, you know, I'm as human as everybody else. I don't know what else to say. So you can check out in the description box below and the About section of the page how to reach out to me too for personal readings. I am back to doing those as well. So feel free to reach out, and then you can check me out at holisticallyzenwb.com for a full list of products and services that I offer here at my studio. And as you'll see, background is different. I am at my shop that I do all the crystals and things at. So, we have a big festival going on, so it's super exciting to be able to partake in that. So anyhow, Aries, I just want to see what comes out for you guys in general, really do. So we're going to jump into, we're going to start off with the Sacred Geometry deck and see what messages Spirit has for you, and then we're going to roll from there. So Aries, I hope you guys are doing well and fantastic as always, and we will see here. So Spirit for Aries for August 2023, getting tongue-tied today. Spirit, what does Aries need to know about August? What is going on for Aries in the month of August? There's 2 of Aries. Are you integrating with other signs? Interesting. So these 2 specific cards, realization and integration. Integration came out with, I want to say Pisces video today. And then the realization came out with Scorpio. So you may be dealing with a water sign, you may be dealing with a Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces in general, right? You may also have Spirit's really saying those placements in your chart as well. So make sure you're checking out all 3 signs, and then particularly, you can also check out your Venus. So this is for your sun, your moon, your rising, and your Venus as well. Realization number 37, which breaks down to a 10, tens, as we know, endings, beginnings, right? Integration breaks down to a 3. Community, could be a lot around community at this time. What's interesting is I feel like you're pulling energy out with this integration. It's like you feel sound and centered, but yet like you're pulling. It's almost like you're rooting yourself, like you're grounding yourself, or having the need to ground yourself at this time. Realizations, the frequency of realization supports the internal process of becoming aware of our heart-centered truth, as well as the external process of becoming our highest expression in the world. Spirit is saying, say it loud and proud for those in the back. So whatever it is that you are accomplishing at this time, Aries, be that bold, assertive fire sign, right? Go, yeah, like I'm solid. I'm doing what I'm doing, right? It's all good. Integration, the frequency of integration supports our embrace of every aspect of ourselves, allowing what we perceive as positive and what we perceive as negative to harmonize in a balanced symphony of life. It was funny because I was just having this conversation before I came in to do this for you guys, that just because something appears to be negative does not mean that it is. It's going to be about our perception of how we're perceiving the world around us. So if you're being met with things that seem to be a little difficult, I feel like it's going to work out better for you than you think it will. But I also feel like you're having a much more positive attitude about it. So you may find yourself grounding more often as a result of that, to keep yourself in that positive state of flow. So you may find yourself out in nature a lot, pulling in the feel-good feeling from the earth and Gaia and everything that she gives to us. So that may really be where you're at this time. So, all right, Aries, let's go ahead and pull from the Wisdom of the House of Night Oracle. Get some more messages for you all. All right, for Aries, please, Spirit, what does Aries need to know? I don't really care for how those 2 fell out. I just heard, man, you guys are really persevering. So I don't know what y'all are doing, but it feels good. Like, you're like, I don't care what the difference of the story is. I don't care. Like, I'm gonna say this. I'm getting tongue tied here. If you've got like naysayers around you, you're like, you don't understand. Like, I made myself a vow. I made myself a promise. I took an oath. I took a vow, whatever it is. And you're following through. Like, you're being very dedicated despite any obstacles that you're being faced with. You're not allowing it to really play a large role in what it is that you're doing. You're just moving forward. You're finding the perseverance to move forward. So let's see. What is this? All right, we'll take it. Listening, Scorpio, again, had this card. Again, may have significant Scorpio placement in your chart. Loyalty. You've dedicated yourself to something and you're continuing to be loyal. 5, 6, you're moving up. That's also combined breaks down to an 11. And I'm going to read this because I read this first. I'm pretty sure it was Scorpio. Darkness does not always equate to evil. Light does not always equate to good. So I'm positive that was Scorpio's card. And I'm going to say this to you, that you are in the ram. You're the ram, right? Like, you're pushing through. It doesn't matter. It's just like, there's this no shits to give. Like, I don't care what comes in my way. And I don't think that you're pushing against, like, I don't feel like you're coming at this with resistance, Aries, which is nice. Like, you're just like, well, fine. If this frequency changes, if this expectation doesn't meet me where I would like for it to, it's like you would like to have a desire be something specific, but if it's not, you're not getting caught up and feeling stuck. You're like, well, we'll find another way. I'll find another way. I'll find another way. And you're staying loyal to the idea of what it is you know you want to do, what it is that you need to do. You're not letting things get in the way. Swear to goodness to you. If you go back and you view the first 5 to 10 minutes of every video that has come out from Sag to Pisces to Scorpio to Taurus, the message card in this deck, and there's like 50 some cards I think in this deck, what's laying on the bottom? The message card. For you, Aries, to me this is, I go back to Spirit saying, say it loud and proud for those in the back. You are standing in your convictions and you're willing to speak your truth, and if nobody else is on board with that, it's too bad, tough luck for you. I don't know what you're doing, but by God, you are not letting anything stop you. This energy is just strict. Look, vision, the warrior. You will not be stopped. And you may be in a place too, Aries, where you're moving. Spirit's calling it stealth mode. I ain't gonna tell you what's going on Monday. And when I get to where I'm going, you'll know. So you may be like, you're confidently cocky, but in a good way, is how this feels to me, Aries. It's just like, you're stepping into that power of that North Node right now, and you're like, I feel like you're reveling in it right now. To get off and started, you are reveling in the idea that you have moved into a power shift and you're taking your power back. And you're confident in where you're going. You're confident. And even if, again, if it doesn't quite turn out the way you think, it's like, you know, this is a horrible example, but I'm going to run with it. You want to go buy a black vehicle, a new black car, but they've got blue, right? And you get that blue car because they don't have black. So you're like, all right, fine, I'll get the blue. And then 3 months later, after you buy this brand new car, you find out that there's a defect and a recall on black cars. A horrible example, I know, right? But still, you're just like, okay, fine, I'll get the blue one. It's close enough to black. I'll take that. That's cool. I can roll with that. Well, it works out to your benefit because, yeah, you might have wanted the black, but now there's a problem with it. There's something wrong with that paint. It's chipping. It's rusting. It's who the hell knows, right? But it's something to that effect that you're like, oh, okay, that don't work. You're not fighting it. You're not going the resistance of it, but you're going, I'm still going to get a car. I know I need a new vehicle, so I'm going to get a new vehicle. Might not be exactly what I wanted. You know, the make and the model is what I want, but the color's a little off, but it works out to your advantage, right? Now you're not dealing with recalls and going back to the mechanic and dealing with stupid shit, right? Like, so it's like you're avoiding things that it could potentially be like, I'm going to call them mini tower moments. They're not massive, but you're avoiding conflicts by just being in the state of flow and going, but I'm still going to get where I'm going, but without resistance. So I feel like it's divine understanding, and it's like, and I feel like you've tested this. You've tested this out, and you're awakening to how it works spiritually. So now that you are aware of how it works, your communication flow with the divine is open through this realization. Your communication to other people is now open because you're like, I'm tired of sitting back. I'm tired of being quiet. I'm tired of not talking about who I am, what I am, and not showing the world what I'm made of. Your communication style is coming in more action oriented than it is by words. It's like sit back, watch, and see, and you'll see. You don't think I'm capable, watch me be capable. You're totally changing the way that you do things in that sense, that you are now open to understand that not everybody needs to know. Your communication is sit back, watch, and see, and I'm going to speak my truth while I do it. Very, very beautiful energy, Aries. Very powerful energy to be in nonetheless. So let's get some other cards for you guys. All right, Spirit, for Aries, please, for the month of August. You guys are standing in your power, and you feel good doing it. You confidently, you're like, I know I look good. I know I feel good. Deceit. I heard immediately someone shortchanged you. 11:44 on the clock there. 11:40. Aries, somebody else may think that you're not worthy enough, and that may be where this energy is coming through. And you're coming through strategically, going, yeah, maybe you've got me down and out sometimes. Maybe you were dealing with somebody or a situation, and I feel like whoever you're dealing with or whatever the situation is, like the balance of it. And I'm going to say this too, and this just came in. I don't get too much into economics and stuff like that when it comes to tarot, but it may just be the world around you. Like if you're a business owner, an entrepreneur, it's like all this shit's going down around you, and maybe it's making it harder to do work or be in business or whatever it is, but you're strategizing. Maybe you don't have everything in the bank that you would like to have, but you're strategizing. You may have people shortchange you in the past. You are working to restore balance. And we're going to check out this financial constraints, because this can be emotionally barren, empty. There may be a move of locations for some of you. For some reason, I don't know why I'm getting that, but it's like you're tired of looking at the same old bullshit too. So I'm going to clarify. 7, 4, and 4, you're working on your foundations. And you're not going to let anything interrupt you. And by the way, there was 13 minutes on the clock, which breaks down to another 4. So 4, 4, 4 for you guys. 11 and 22. That thinking woman, she is, she's going into things gracefully. Man, woman, it doesn't matter, right? Them, they. But you're transforming the information that you have, the knowledge that you've accrued over time, and you're fierce. You're straight up fierce about what it is that you're seeking to accomplish here. What is this deceit for Aries, please, Spirit? What is this deceit for Aries for August 2023? What is this deceit about? I just heard Spirit say they tried to play you. They tried to play you. Okay, let's see. Oh, yeah. Working on healing anything that's been taken from you. It's like all of a sudden you have an understanding of stability. And it may have been a while too, Aries, where you were trying to find your footing in regards to this matter. Like maybe it felt like a lot of things were just constantly going out, but you're working on healing the aspects of the deceit. You're working on healing your finances, your structures, your balance. No longer seeing things like in a certain perception. So that realization is opening up that perception to integrate how you communicate and how you deal with the world around you as well. So I think you just in very basic tense or text, I guess would be how I want to word that. You are picking a new direction to move forward into with this. People that have hurt you in the past, you're not letting them come back around to do it again. You're not allowing, and when I say hurt, I feel like this was almost like an attack on you, or an attack of who you are, what you do, what you have, how you live, which has brought you into this idea of, I don't want to say this idea of, but this need to realize that not everybody is going to champion for you, that you're going to have to champion for yourself. And it did affect your foundations. It affected the way you did a lot of things. And now you're taking this time to recognize the need to celebrate your successes rather than celebrating, I don't want to say celebrating, but wallowing in what has been taken from you. So you were, I feel like this was a quick shift. This might have been like the end of May or something. For that pain, right? You're working on healing that pain of like letdowns and people who just maybe, I just keep hearing dishonest business dealings. Okay, so just, take that how it works. It's a slow process to kind of come back from that, but you are doing the work to get back to where you need to be. This World card, we got the Father of Cups. Like I said, you could be dealing with a water sign. We also have Taurus, Aries, Libra on the board as well. What is this World card about for Aries? Too many. But I'm going to take these. So you've got the Father of Cups, the Ace of Swords. This kind of reminds me a little bit of Taurus's reading in a way. 10 of Wands and the 2 of Swords. So the way I'm looking at this from Spirit, let's see here. Some of you at one point may have gotten a little belligerent, or maybe you were dealing with somebody who was a little belligerent, emotionally manipulating, where it was finally like a big FU finally came to a head, where it's just like, I don't even care anymore. I'm done with this because this is hard and it sends me into a place of confusion. Like I don't want to say that it hurts, but it's just like, this is bullshit. It's almost like you're a little angry about certain situations. Like, this is just bullshit. So my emotional communication to you at this point is just F you, is really what it boils down to. Like, I'm just not going to deal with you, dude. Like, whatever this is, I'm not going to do this with you. Mother of Swords. And she can be calculated. She gets up and walks away. Like, shit's been illuminated. She's up, she's out the door, moving on to calmer waters. And through that, like, this thinking woman very much reminds me of this Queen of Swords energy, right? Like, intellectual, very aware, very clear-headed, very concise, and she's got wisdom. She's got the lessons, and she's sitting on those truths and has no problem in doing that. So it's like, if this is hard and you're giving me burdens, like, we're not doing this again because I'm out the door. So it's like, I don't want to say that you abandoned anybody, but you're also just not tolerating it anymore. If it doesn't, and I think the same thing I said to Scorpio, if it doesn't bring balance, we ain't doing this. Goodbye. We're solid here. Like, you just keep on going. You keep on going, Joe. We're good. Right? So I just, it's very, to me, this is a very clear-cut message, Aries. Like, you're cutting out the crap. You're just not doing it. Your sharp focus is on where it needs to be. I'm going to say to you, I think sometimes I would say to some of you, like, watch how cutting you get. But Aries, I think you've taken so much shit for so long that you're just losing your patience with it. But, so instead of sitting with anger, you're turning that anger into empowerment to keep a loyal stance to yourself, that you're just not going to engage in this shit anymore, is really how that comes across to me, okay? This financial constraint, 10 of Pentacles in the upright, Mother of Cups, the Death card, Scorpio, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces energy, and then Scorpio. So you got Scorpio all over this reading. So you could be dealing with a Scorpio, or you have, I feel like it's more a significant Scorpio placement in your chart. You are protecting what you've worked for, and through this energy that you're sitting in, Aries, like, I really think this is your there's the Page of Pentacles. I told you earlier, like, it's a slow, like, rebuild kind of thing. The Page isn't my favorite guy in the deck because he kind of tends to butt heads with people sometimes. But I think that, like, you're willing, like, if you're trying to buy something, right, you're kind of like in the space of haggling. Like, if they're asking $5,000, you're gonna be like, well, I'll give you $4,500. Like, I did the research. This is only worth $4,000, but I'll give you $45,000. Like, I'll break it in half, right? Like, I'll meet you halfway, kind of thing. and you're pushing back where you need to push back. Like, I actually think like you're being extremely intelligent about how you're getting to where it is that you're going, right? So you're protecting yourself, you're nurturing yourself, but this is also transforming the way you do things in the future. Like, I feel like it's going to help you build a nest egg. Spirit says of 1 million. So, you know, for common folk, I call us common folk, right? You'd be like, how, what do you mean 1 million? How does 1 million get into my account? How do I end up with 1 million? You know, how do I get there? And that's a number, right? Like, to put that number on something is like, how does that happen? It doesn't matter, Aries. Like, you're like, I'm going to accumulate my million. I'm going to do this. I don't know how I'm going to get there, but by God, I'm going to do it. And Aries, whatever you're doing, you have a sharp focus on, and I really feel like it's finances. I feel like it's business. I feel like it's like who you're choosing to entangle yourself with, how you're choosing to entangle yourself with these people, or these situations around you, or these, you know, groups of whatever this is. And it's like, I don't have to prove myself to you. I'm just going to put in the work and the dedication to myself. And then you're going to see when I get there. Plain and simple. There's nothing to be said here. And then when I get to the top, I'm going to let you know what's up. Very, very powerful energy, Aries. Very confident, very beautiful energy as well. I think like you're just cutting out the bullshit. Bullshit. We got caring connections. You're calling in people that are good for you. You're calling in things that are going to help you. You're changing that up. And then you've got that solar plexus, that third chakra energy there, which is where our confidence and our power stands. So I'm digging that for you. All right, Aries, some advice. Spirit, some advice for Aries for August of 2023. I don't think you guys ever felt so good right now. You are so empowered. 2211 on the timer. All right, for Aries, please, Spirit, what does Aries need to know? Advice for Aries. Ooh, uncharted sea and sacred reverence. Keys. You got some keys here. Some keys could be important. I'm hearing suffocating the tumultuous energy. So you may have somebody, again, around a burst of magic. Quite a few signs had that card. There's that creative process, man. Just bust it open, right? Like, I'm ready to bloom. Here I am. And you're off. You're not afraid right now to go elsewhere. You're not afraid to ride the waters and where it takes you. Again, that state of flow I talked about earlier. Like, black car, blue car. You get the blue car, no problems. You get the black car, you got problems, right? Like, you're just going to flow. You're just going to ride the waves. And if something comes up, you'll handle it. You'll hunker down and you'll handle it. The sacred reverence is the joining of worlds. It is doing it from a loving space. You've got the I cannot talk today. You've got the ability to unlock anything that you put your heart, soul, and desire into. Aries, I don't know what the power shift is besides the fact that we're moving into the north and the south node, and I will also tell you that is karmic shit right there too. So, you know, not Debbie Downer, not trying to be a Debbie Downer to your reading, because your reading is awesome. But at the same time, like, I think it's the fact right now that you're in this state of flow that's allowing you to navigate the start. So remember these lessons as you're going through them right now, because it's going to be very important. You're going from the 10 to the 11, right? So endings, beginnings, powering up to learn a lot of things, which you already have, but we're never done learning, you know that. So, you know, be mindful, but I think it's important for you to remember to dream is what's good, to dream your biggest dream and know that you've got the potential to unlock anything you desire. Stay in your power. You right now, you are a force to be reckoned with. And I love this for you. Kudos. Kudos to you, man. Kudos to you. All right, so Aries, I'm gonna leave it there. Really am. Super, super powerful reading. I think some of these readings have been crazy. I love it. So again, if you've not subscribed to the channel, please do so. If you have not liked the video, you found it resonated for you, awesome. Please hit that like button. It helps circulate the video as well. And then if you're interested in a personal reading, that information again is found in the description box below, as well as the about section of the page. I appreciate each and every single one of you. 25 on the timer. And then as well, you can go to holisticallyzenwv.com for a full list of products and services. Maybe if I get a minute later, take some video or something of all the goodies we got in here, so you guys can see real quick. But I got a lot of new stuff in. But anyhow, enough of the promo, right? Enough of the promotional stuff. But Aries, I'm wishing you an awesome 2552. Reflective energies just said about 2525, right? Take care of yourselves. Stay well, stay safe, stay in your power. Do it without ego. You'll be solid. I'm wishing you all the very best, sending you all my love. Take care. See you in the next one. Bye.